ne apensema odade akase na siapoma otiri pasaga tiri kwa wosiapa enti anya easy aha enti ne ye pagya nyankopon no a ne ya
na eno no ya na ye say is it by birth anaza musua
okay yeah ye wo ya hemfie
because ade bia mentumi nya bi pay me ye say yera na say tutu anopay mira mishrawa no pay enra na eye emfie aduonu miensa pepepe
odi ade
ye ni si adwaso no na me kohwe berima kwakudua o sai no na enei otumi se nyankopon ya ade baby odi asantema ya bedu no enya asem ketu akra that time na I think we were second year in senior high school 1999 na ye say santemura pokuare okone krechi na kumasi ayi hu chese sana ya TV sa na ache nyeze upia ye betwa witidi ye be ye o say a whole lot but baby ye ra kakra ka odi asantema ba bi do pay sante kotoko hene de obi nya na nko be ye
otumfo
osihira no otumfo ya nchia na ye hira no de pay ye hira no enra fie duonu miensa na se oba ya na womu a womu di na nim no no mu twetwen na ruwuta no mu bonam na ne
ho aya na yo fe ho
tse menya na nka me ka ho bi
and etiwe
you see that privilege
ohenba tiwe otumfo osetutu oyoko busan munini krobia sante kotoko dese a woni hwe na enye sigadwa kofi ni sikaben o ti atempon so eti atuo so kwa abrafo ne na anopenya na piao yebo emu ase wo ena wa yesa ayesa akire akonfo torofo agi won samu dawurudi abo ntuma no owura kasa ku ni nimere kuampon akitiki ya kataka ne kantamanto kanto kokoduam janko de ba kankam kakaria won kaduro ho muduru o chensa won kirasa na aka o maku irifi ampasa chidade o mo kashiri krobia sante kotoko hinem efiti atifi mantemu o se sarmu se jatana nanoma wan huhuro to sarma no jadam o se bisa wana na bisa nandona na bisa borga na ba na bisa nam pro di konkonchi nanoma won na kujiri sume ya no ma won wo koforo wantangura mepo san wanta mepo won wa kogire chef yo kwa hopo bra ka chef
so
mo bi akura fa da nsi wo so ma piao na anya ize
you no pay ye shraw
papa enti ene aba betena nkran na nkran fonso se wo chiao eye gamashi asheru keteke anate
ene de mekaipa anangme
anate ya alo banyeba nyeba kuma wokeje blemanyele wolo owo togo owo gbogo isu kenkanwe alo adomako blublu la dande kotokpon ko dia beda metena nanom ya no mbebu akurofa dinsin so ka ego masam chire ko dia be man ya no medi abe na abe amfon won wo se anopai pia
mamenko ahoma no so akonoba nana bodo is on the line meneno enkodi nkomo akonoba
Ohiba na me asiedu the airwave masa.
Mache.
Na takuda ura ni nyina. Na peri chake sema ya nfa kese na tuko koso ne.
Mema nsamrane allowance.
Ichewo nyina.
Anope mema dawro nsamrane allowance.
Sure.
Mensa amasaman na wowo meba cho bombing komo.
So Ohiba na asiedu enna pe twediam pon adaroma movement in the morning movement TV so no Ohiba anana pe movement no edne ababe pie amasaman na amasaman eso wo ka west masimu amasaman aso na ga west ahinkru na se ufikuma se kofodua so na se asa be pie on ka mantemu no ese eku ababi kan pie so amasaman de emrani erboy the gateway to Accra. Na Mansi Krache owo emansi mu dinde honorable Clement Wilkinson ono ye Mansi Krache penia owo empatem ha no misi na obepie amasaman wo banka na obepie amasaman ye the gate to Accra no oyine ba kamia koye se udu ekwan ho wono ma amasaman ba stop wono no hono no ya be ye ejab bre ankasa obedu wono ma gedi aho ekoso no oyine ba efiwani ensese oka na empenifo de hihegu akwama pekwan bia so mbeyi ehun nyina de wonko eye igakesi mu enso maya covid-19 abre so no mu die ayado mu ja eye maame no mu ne nyia no mu dika wonya se onye waduma sanya sefata se ne sise bia omudita no eye omudja bia kesi mu no na ayade na ehon mu ti enso no enna ne covid-19 na se covid ekọ fomo ekoba se bia betimi akoni mi ma se ne sefata no maku menu me se do bedu wonu sisia na aya na ehon mu no guso esa commercial ayi na ekoso no ekoso pa na oyine ba unu se ubeti won kramu a ye bebri kamera ko se kwahu na aya na edwadie ese ekoso a yemumu ye ya gbowu dewura akasa fa ho ase enye edepa ayese so fefise odu ba bi zara part ko ambo se na ka timi chifa eye dwadifo so na no so akofa sam kase ya bre oman no ama sama harman we oyine ba be udu eye police station na do ni tire hospital na odo waje se o ko asam wona kasa enka no na ko be du president no so no na gedie ekoso ha na ya de to be ndo to tomato do to nya do to mu ko do to no food na e wa ha no mi se pa so no enna na pa ma be dira ha se ni die onye ba nyame no mu ko ni sa ade no ha no mi se tomato to bi ni ha se ni to bi ni ha se fere se mu ko to ni bi ni ha fo to ha no no e da ho no mo no e kwan no ho no na abaye bibio ho no mo de ni hu ni se eye dedifo ni gwa mani di ho no na so mbe yi o no ma aya se omo ayi efika mu asi na omo pe kwan ayi se fi ho no mo enso no na omo ho no ma de omo di ega eno na ye bon api ntenifo onche se omo be hwe se enkoye se mi be ba ho no be koye bia se o kan enka ebi se ka fi ne bedu ho no ma aje no so obi twam obi beto obi se na e the traffic kese pa dia ba ho no ma then so no abeye enye be nya pa na me ma me kasa wo bebre no me saka eye ma me ba ko a owo aha no bi se ono de da watetre ne nyoma kakra wo banche bi a odi ni gwa onukwa ho anya bi a owo ba bi a ha di bebre me ni bedi komo ba ko mi ni sa ma me ma ko ba movement tv untu radio so hello kasa me ma kwa ba eja e ko mi di sen ko na odi di sen
Udi Antia,
ye me say what from the Macata, young Palampa, Yoma, Pampers, Star Wars, Lady Capra, or Hanmity. I am a Samai, Uncle Jimmy, idea if you come by 10 years air possible. When you have a Encano, not the do Hanmity, no, not too much to see, and you abandon me, you be just on the would take you more anxious in the Senate, or Hanmity, Kamamia.
Did you know, a comment by now? MCE get before the bar party. But covering the core energy was some party be free. You be free.
Now, a more running from the more Muja.
Be more aquatic Pana, maybe a car no one, and so horse was said to him. A horse was said to him, which a demon also affect him.
Now, and a pemi bano, idea me we say, a crown hormono, get the funny be hormono, we get the knee. You
say so peggy mawum. Baby, a station, one baby, a market in the Wama Samahano, and what a good before man. It's a buying station, any market I boom. Now, it's gonna cost you. Baby, a station, or baby, a market one, and what a man is stone to Sunimuku, and wow. I just say, I buy a PlayStation, a bois, and no, a good before man.
I can know, when say, baby. Station one, and this is the market when I say a damn baby station war. There's a market who could play baby mua, now station so baby, and then a man, a money be brino, almost everything on baby war. A damn baby station one, not a soldier.
So far, I buy a yama, I'm a summer. The station near market here. It's in the palace, these Ghana or pro car.
Yo, matter what you agree. No, only but let's do, I'm say a Gadinia, Mina, Agate, and Common, send an agent to Munia for Operation Tennessee. Ma yo mudika awo kwa hobi brino ni nyane se omo pese omo market no a train station no if the station won na se udo no maba na be so asko aboka dia ko market no e na ye omo ha pese pa nti no made se de ni se dia station won sa ban se o si market e dia ma ye pete ma na se kuru ana se omo jadifo a aban emomodi ase be ben the station won se ni si omo so no omo akonya badwie no omo ho beto omo na aye onye ba ye ewo awa masama me no
Akonoba Nana Bodu from Amasaman, and also Amane Bono, Honorable Clement Wilkinson, and a pay your chow, none other knows or Befi and anything come my friend Wama. Made him say the Akonoba Edia to you, Watina Sumwa, in Tianamoa, I was to Fahono, Obeko, na Onyumu, Ako Din Como. Only Kingsley is on the other line, on also Baba. Na yenono abon komo live on one to me 95.9 Movement TV on Facebook. Like and share na afofro and so enjoy the discussion ekoso ewa hanam no mita jonunum abo apa nonso ho mamen kwai na mene Oheneba Kingsley and so enin komo Oheneba mache
yeah senior.
Oh yeah.
Obadi Adaroma, yeah, sorry, to God, man and country. Yeah,
Someone, meet you.
Yo, some baby, my baby, Piemu, Ewo, Obichebi, Lamte, runabout. Now, a whole contractor, or yes, Egmano, yeah, who do about the trouble, Kakaka, QGMI. I don't know the acronym of QGMI, an acronym. Now, we have the full meaning now. A quaternary geology map of Illinois, that is U.S. company, and yes, now, Mampani and Ado, and this idea when we say traffic, I would want to see our Sabia Hanum, our Sahokena, Nizna Suka, now, or yeah, modern flight this year, or more efforts are quite so quite a supply, and Linky Echo Cape Kaneshi. Adamu, Olebu, and I say Greater Accra, and Kasaka Central, and our circle, and what, and I will be to be Lamte runabout to know, or any beer and work. Now, contract and share, you must now, or 8 months to finish this work. Nemono, said the Quino, a 1 million, I'm not, drivers, I think, who do not for drivers, any moment, and to me, my agreement was said, yes, a question and Kasa, and a way I caution to drivers or more effort, Obichebi Lamte circle, and Obichebi Lamte runabout to them. Now, only as you said it was say, Sabaya, Gman bet me a country, or more publicity, I will tell you now. Sabia driver from Dodona and talk graphic in Kantiano, it's a drone in there. Why is we need to meet for Babia, who had more money and I, Yagma, Equanimupai. Now, about my route, the diversionary route, I think I cast the finance for me, say I saw you, and I said, Nina, or Munimunchu. Now, say that here, say, Ufri, or Bichabi Lamte runabout, and as a member says, Ufulo Duka, now Kokaneshi, and our Doko, and our Kaswa, and we in Yamau say, Obafa, Swabefa, or Bichabi Lamte runabout to do any Yachimu, our Kaneshi. Over to me, say, Oba, Obulo do Odoko Street, and our Kaswa, and I say, Cape Coast, Mankesima. And we have for example, Jumano Air Cosono, I was saying, a real temple or Librano. If you over, I would do me runabout, I would do me cemetery, so I would do me cemetery. Now, do I near Chemu straight? Over to me, after we have some metro mass and you know, now be Pierre Kaneshi Pampum, who do one, I just say, what Hanaja, celebrate a contract and bet me, I am a Juma. So call Odoko Street, and I Kaneshi Winiba, and Nipatamua, and we have all the far. Over, I would do me cemetery, while if you talk about any person. Now, what from Abefa, I would do me runabout. Would you run about? I know about him, who wants a cocoa clinic, it's also cocoa clinic, Quanoswa, who may see Accra Academy. So we see Accra Academia. Over to me, Usaben Kums, over to me, I draw the first light, Quino, Adam. And now, to say, over to me, I call him straight. Now, about the sheep, Bubuashi. SDA Church, Ethical Junction, not a Westy, Mr. Bushi, Quanam, than some other way, not just one it's a Munao, then it's a one die traffic, not to a city, contract also bet me, I am a demand. I feel so more free and crying. So free and crying, a class and to a bar, and so more than the money problem, and then straight, one more flyover and so, now, Wako, and so we know how we are. One free cars, Winiba, Cape Coast, Kaneshi. Ebalusuno, Ebesiako Circle, Kolebu, Accra Central, more how Kakra, and to do more money, contractor no about modern I be a pedestrians, Befa, and you say over cross Pino, and if I net in Katankata, what they are found Kakra Momo, Nafaso Corp, Negmanu, and to me Quasuntem. Say Ufi Kolebu, now about Kanesia. ɛwi nya so ba be fa ba bia me gire ɛyɛ obi che bi lamte ba na ba to a wo ba wanim kakra bi afa wo so bankum so na fa kana factory ofa latabi okoshi na be pie mu ɛwɔ aboso kan zongo nim be sika neshi ɛno so sa kwan no edam ana sɛ wo do from kwalebu ho ankasana emre ho emefa sɛ obi ensi ɛwɔ aboso kan dia ɛne na fa mamprobi na fa radio gold anim ho na be pie mu ɛwɔ kaneshi na kyerɛ kwa na yɛtietie ama wo na mmom sɛ wo bɛsia akɔsa ka dia mesrɛ wo di nhyehyɛ so wuduru ho abehu sɛ yɛatwerɛ safety cautions measures ɛwɔ hɔ omo the gas jogia ho mo direct traffic ni kama ama o ba cho drivers na mo nam sa kwa no so munya abotre se de be ya adwuma no ebetumi akoso yie na wie wo ne bra no na wei eche adwuma pa eye his excellence na adodankwa kufado baye no o tina ni hu ya kane no se o free ha ebese akwa mfa obetumi di 2 hours e wo bi che bi lamte run about one so enei kwa no eguso almost 70% completed ya kanu enu anadwumini contractor ne mpanimfo supervisors ne bi nkomo na omo kire no say senka vehicular movement no earth me afa direct diversionary route no omo dia ma omo so dia ana kwa na dem anka dwuma no betumi aye awie won ne bra no se si ame no ka se obo hu se excavators no any cars akese ni twam ti se omo nyina twam ye asna cars na betia ko ti abasa no a na ama adwuma no ye no aye din kaka so we mfoni e we screen so to mu se adwuma no guso aye ko so awia ni anaju day and night nyina no omu contractor ni guso oye na adwuma e san se omu nim se de adwuma no omu ya e betumi aboa na we so mu si ya adwuma no concrete wo mu 100% a adwuma no e betumi ache yo hia ni durability omu che se over 150 to 200 years and e betumi agina wa makwan no e be innovation bia ho a ye we che se omu bo adwuma pa US company no adwuma omu ye no hanti obi etie ya no pai ewo wuntumi 95.9 and afi movement TV no susu a obetumi ahwe na afi watie instruction ya da we na wotumi afa so ma adwuma na ekoso ewo obi chebi lamte circle ha no atumi akoso wano ewo nibremu wa ene ba
na minimara say minimsa oye more road safety o so highways o ekwan a wacheche baby anipa betumi afa shankafo betumi yusu to avoid that extensive anasa traffic ewo honom no driver for no enim anasa wohwe omu movement na dodo na asie omu nti no yade omu kokofo baby o mbato that hectic traffic ni mu
sameti woni ya na je say government na ga so bonam kwa no so no se eye bopaye bi na eye omo wo bedu wono na the diversionary sign asisi kwa no ho a e chew se fa enso no dodo na omo hu ya se no mo twam omo mfa wo kwa fu ba be eni kwa no e ho na ya no mo fa na dodo so mate for ne trotro no aye na passengers no so be gina bia omo ye kwa no epeka e wo ho eno so maka pila no yes pedestrians ni afford kakra enti ebabi omo ye kwa no be gina efa kan se basa na trotro no so onam ho enti omo che se e very serious e danger se cabin nam so ana so odi anwe ba na se ebuo ni bi yi ebetimi apre nipa no mu gina ho na se ebetimi akotoka anim ama odi ohawa ba enti na ehia se omo mfa saa kwan na omo divert dia mo no na adwuma no entimi nkoso pa posifo nyina wa ade na so sela no asode na edasu
oyene ba Kingsley anapai mo ni adwuma oyene ba Kingsley enso so ede a ode efri obeche bi lamte ntwa ho no ho anaza runabout no so ebaye eno no kwegu
obani
wate akono banka ena wate oyene ba enso so enka
me fra se wa masaman ye ebiribi ewie intact engineer bia no a pe ye koye ne nkrofo wo fufu wo intact engineer no enchen pe
na kwamo ya
o kwamo de ya batisi esese asoman ye kwa bruchire ni ehu so mo street fe environment esi ehu se emma ne kwa onim se tamaledie endura so report by senkrofo so etiase ediga na anu em se minim se hold dan kwa o se tetekwahye ono mo dankwa ono ehon so interchange na se na obi to blog em se so the container bi si asio sesen chese ye ni ma nyina basa na se nipa ya be wie watoto ayi ɛyɛ hɔ basa nyina wi no wi a wasan so aba bɛbɔ aban sombo yɛsrɛ Ghana for Ghana mɛyi yɛ da hɔ yi ɛnyɛ obia na bɛyɛ ama yɛn na yɛbɛyɛ yɛfa discipline
Kweku soma mi na menko ahomano so menne kwache Blessed Lee. He was a Ghanaian student at Ukraine. And they wabefie. Meno among komo enra na yetete nsem ne bebrebe sia de suafo bi say omkomo no mu so mut free Ukraine kra ba Ghana en komo ntina ho nkompo na emfa hin kosi hin. Lee, good morning.
Good morning, Onyeba.
Edzai.
Me ando me ho na say.
Fantastic. And I pay you komo wo hin.
Acho me Kumasi.
Great. Free Ukraine by your name, but before that, Ukraine now what a hang and na uko school wa hang.
Okay, Onyeba, my main chair was here for na first back when you say chia Ghanaian students na you show they were Ukraine na me mom na good morning. Okay, so Onyeba part of Ukraine na me a city called Hmelnytski. The French Hmelnytski. Na me call Hmelnytski National University. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hmelnytski, western side of Ukraine. Between Ternopil and Vinnytsia.
Right. So na aka was saying no we school.
Okay, a year. Na come 1 year, na come we school.
Program better now we
International Law and Relations.
How did you
Law and International Relations.
Okay, so how did you get to Ukraine? Quite many 1 hour fast so quiet. I have buying scholarship and answer saying it here.
Oh, okay. I about any government scholarship. Me apply an agent. Yeah, Mr. Joshua Samoa, good agent of Ukraine. Make like I say about 70% of Ghanaian students are Ukraine there. You know, financing. And I pay my channel for Mr. Joshua Moa. Yeah. You know, some na me apply 2 years. We could do Ukraine.
Good. Now, Oko Ukraine, Usia de Bob Brown Honum, and I see ye. A bunch of say ya or the Guaquema more Ghana the Sia from Ukraine. Mutimi Ebeth, you know, take us through. And Sanamaba and someone. The Sia phone be a shas here, Eke Kanakra Eswo.
Okay, so if I'll take you to the first day, Kiev, that is the capital of Ukraine, experienced a bomb attack. You know, that how much there were pressure on students and let's say other stakeholders in Ukraine. So now they change that time now as the ministry, you know, where they were putting things in place because that time now Obia knew what was going to happen or what to do because that time now I'm closely Ukrainian airspace. So Obekaya first interview no Kumasi no. They give you out some 2 outlines. Be say, government of Ghana ain't mean for plane and answer flight embassy Ukraine. The obey my say obey liaison with the neighboring countries. No, that is Poland, Romania, Slovakia, Hungary. So that the students can evacuate there. Then after that, you know, smooth evacuation will take place from those countries to Ghana. And that is the same avenue. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs said it take years. So, but first of all, Assembly and Ministry can issue a communicate. They can issue a communicate. Now, urge students to stay safe, to stay in safety zones. That is the first day Assembly, the first bomb attack by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs issued that statement. And I know people were attacking that statement. Say it was empty near there, but I think that was for political gains. So they can't want them. Enti time and pressure say a bomb casino. That night was say students evacuate from various cities to the bordering countries. So and also a no sign issue communicate. That is then a interview in a channel and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs assign issue a communicate. Actually say Ghana consulates are around that area because on say Ghana you ensure any embassy or these countries. We have consulates, but the embassy oversee all these countries near the Prague embassy, that is Czech Republic. Inti omo no like omo deputy ambassador no Romania. Na omo liaise with the honorable consulates no Hungary, Slovakia, any the students no be drew there were numbers available. The students no be drew these countries now. Next abino and making arrangements, accommodation. What I say, there be more change in these places. Next, abino no how on be booking flight amamo. So the movement from various cities in Ukraine to the bordering countries, and it was a little bit stressful, and more especially say students could do border honma, especially on the Polish and Romanian border, because that time other nationals were also trying to move out. And now say pressure war border, and now say you have to wait there. So the students were going through a lot, and say there were a lot of students. And the security, the students will be pressured. And now say they were treating some of the students in a way inhuman. And that was the only place they were a little bit hitches. I say almost cross border, but everybody, I say every student in Ukraine or issue their borders will be honest. Unya cross border and pay. I'm buying the numbers. I told you there's a free food accommodation. Everything was going on well. The opposite Obafia, Uben say, a bank of Rabishao, on the country, so we are from the government of Ghana, so the Mama Babiada, Adriani, now holding Nano, or move the flight amount. That is Poland, Romania, Hungary, all the neighboring countries. All the neighboring countries. Inti, Obisuhana on the say, obey the Befi, not say, or not finding the way out. Inti, Otraho, maximum 2-3 days. Or more crossing. But at first, the answer that time not abandon any evacuation behind you. I think almost a week or two. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you because now I feel that abandon anything may go aquarium. I think they stayed in the hotel in Romania. Even I think most of the students were there. They stayed in the hotel in Romania for some days. And abandoned video and Sana abandoned certificate for the first batch, the second batch, and the third batch of students in Romania. They came in 3 batches, and some other neighboring countries, so Poland, Hungary, Czech Republic, also. So that was how the evacuation process took place. Very smooth and very convenient.
Now you are back home in Ghana. Mubadru, are you still in touch with government? And Nyama to say,
okay, me no, we be do on say me no, omu bajame because initially na me kase me ma.
Why? I don't know person.
Oh, it's not for any bad reason. No, na me na on the western side, so now I felt say, baby, I mean me one. It was convenient and it was safe at that time. So, students were in the eastern side and now here the evacuation process no more. And the I felt say, oh, maybe let me give way. Oh, let me here the evacuation no more because
they are nearer to where the problem is.
Yes, and my maintenance because my slot can be given to somebody here no more. So that was why I now me say member and you say be na me member because now to come to me. Yeah, so my school and I catch me say obi akọ aka me nko that time so the tension was rising and catch me say they can't guarantee my safety and the man dey adwuma in as much say that time na me city na any or experience any major bombing attack there but catch me say they cannot guess or they can't predict the future. The next day, I should leave the place.
And you left the place on your own or on that government plan of work, sir. Now I said you to Amamono.
And my school the time I want to fast me friend Prague, you know, Prague. Swift response, me text message na I think me have response okay. So me fact the Slovakian border. They could do Slovakia. They gave me the number of the honorable consulate or me do Slovakia. Then to Hungary, now me call Prague. So I used the government, you know, me could do Prague. So the reception was marvelous. Like Ambassador James Nyamesem, on any crew or more, Mr. Ukumo. They say everything was on point. Like a journey war, almost make that hotel like a very good and 5-star hotel. They say everything was in place. I stay home every day. They say everything. COVID test was done freely. Flight was booked. Everything. And maybe do Ghana. So I also used the government in as much as that was there. It was all there. Right.
Okay. Now, Mabedru, I know, sir, Ubedru Ghana, you are still in touch with your colleague students and other friends, and I'm over Ukraine. No, Mubedru and Yamati said, then the general Nansani Asha is here to say students, and come to Ukraine, grow we and Kayania. What do you make out of all these comments coming from students? Ghana, buying evacuation back home.
I never. I would say, is to my opinion, it's reckless to say when no one say because you don't know what would have happened if you were to be in Ukraine. You would have died. Think how we are. No. Are you telling me that like Ogone is better than being in Ghana? Oh, it doesn't make sense. You know. Question Busani, yes, I'm still in touch with my students, my fellow friends and colleagues are nearby, and. Let's all admit the fact that intercontinental Ukraine or it's not something small. So the Ukrainian system now is not running smoothly as it is supposed to be. So there were nukes that were Ukraine. Me officially I'm not a member of that nukes. I'm a member of that nukes no. I'm a member. So
why you thought it wasn't worth it, or you could have been on your own?
It's a whole lot, you know. It's a whole lot, and sometimes, you know.
I want to be in the known of that lot, and you know what's happened. A Ghanaian student, you chose not to be part of the Ghanaian Students Association. What's happening?
Oh, I would say maybe sitting on the call, you know. I was like the first black on the call. So in the call, no, that time not like me and my first black until now the students were not enough even to form a union, like I'm say the former Ghanaian Students Union. So me, I knew so news was there in Ukraine. I knew in different cities. So I had calls like from people that actually on by looks maybe. Now because our number was not enough at that time. So number look at now yes that's it.
All right, enough of that. So back home, and then the comments coming from students now. More banana by them was shape say Mubedru Ghana ha obakoswa ye weni amamo anasa say.
Okay, I can say personally, me call check no. I had the opportunity to interact with the ambassador himself. So I catch him and say, oh, nyambona mukodua. Abai no want to say wa opese otua school to Ghana no. Abai no be boa. Na mo so amopese mo twen no so no. We will see how best we can assist you in that. Nti yebedu ye no news Ukraine executive no met the minister of foreign affairs and I think they met either twice or 3 times. News na the beto omo I think on Instagram or Twitter, say, oh, they've met with the minister and engagements were going on, and like that means it was something positive. So me looks no mean can't know. I'm not on their platforms, so I don't really know the details. But they say almost shy, you know. Now news for no we're focusing on the final year students now on Baby, you know, how best the government can help them, like to get in touch with the Ukrainian, universities, so that they are how best they can write their final exams and graduate. Because also mono I can't cry. In time because we can final exams now.
All right.
So that was the main concern of the nukes. Like I said, the final year medical students. I'm a friend of mine and not also nukes. I'm catching it. And then I say nukes no more center on medical students in Kwan because as a Kwan as a Omageno almost. No, I say, oh, say Omo dogs. And I'm saying, no, you're so we had arguments. We argued that and I made them charge. And I said, well, let me sit somewhere and see how it's going on. So you've had engagements with the government. So I don't know why such comments are coming. Say Abana neglected. How many nationals now they've gotten the opportunity to meet a government official to discuss about such things. You know, let's all be honest. Let's all be honest. Like the Ghana banana, you know, only them be. You know, when say things are not normal at this time. Even Trump engaging with Ukraine and Ukraine a bad thing. Because let's imagine this is in Ghana in the connection of Ghana. Do you think say Minister of Education bet me a Nigerian ambassador who share some more can't have. No, because the country no more in a man life people are losing their lives. And you know, even the government's engagement with the Ukrainian university component is not something that it will be guaranteed because most of the Ukrainian university component they are finding it even difficult to conduct the online classes.
I was about asking you, sir, mobile your friends, Ukraine for Omodasu work from Muno almost the situation that prompted you some free one of my back Ghana. No, assessor, are they having a better condition there? And TB Obekas or back Ghana for one good man what now?
Better condition, Ben. Me, I have a lot of friends. A lot of Ukrainian friends. I mean, we didn't come every day. Like condition, Ben. I say you couldn't find them married by yourself. If you're a guy or a male between the ages of 18 and 59, you ultimately free Kumo. Yes, my friends from BM, some of them have volunteered to join the army. And like, like they are under pressure to leave. Because the western part of Krampuna, last week, Lviv, like a CDI or Western side, they experienced several bomb attacks. So, situation is even more tense than we left. So I don't know why somebody will say I when we saw about Ghana.
All right. Lisa, and now what to wear your casa Ukraine are Joe in design choir. Ready?
Absolutely, say if everything goes over and I say area, I would go because I come in 1 year pay. So I would go and see how I'm going to go to school. My school and then we'll advance to different places. But if the war is ready, I will go. Because transferring to a different university another matter. You know, make I say, in convenience that angle no. In convenience angle no. More because mobile and I buy neglecting because I was saying I buy no bomb when I'm transferred to a different university. But even right now, to get access to your documents is difficult in Ukraine because deans like rectors no a bit of market as you maybe school like this your online class you want time to buy you follow but most often If you do on election, say, oh, Michelle Banker say.
Ghana, you know, the online lectures are ongoing.
Yes, it is ongoing. It is ongoing. So meaning, yeah. And
I was sometimes everyone lecture and so was a bunker say.
Yes.
Bunker maybe me mama yes antiase. Cheche mu mama bunker na dey ya.
Oh, underground, like or underground, I say. Yeah. And I was saying,
a dine is one. And now we had 2 ase na o she ho.
Yeah. And o she ho.
So Jesus one even down blue.
Yeah, down blue. Yeah. That's the right word. Down blue. And you know, even imagine say let's have a shut down blast. Yeah. Then no. Like unto me. And we should understand say Ukrainians are not in normal times. So we should not blame Abane say Abane ko engage or engage with what? Right now, no, the only engagement that Ukrainian people they need is engaging with people that they can help them with weapons. What I say? It is not about engagement, about education. No, because we have normal times. In the my colleagues say sometimes say can't say we should be mindful of our words. You know, we should not be pressured or we should not be tempered with by political attachment. Now let's face fact.
Okay, Lee, may I say in Komobi why?
Yes, I remember.
Blessed Kwachi Lee was a Ghanaian student in Ukraine. Thankfully, he's back home. On the other line, Kwasi Kwatin, he speaks for the education ministry. Kwegu?
Yeah.
Kwasi Kwatin, our line. So.
And somebody will honor more hinba. Okay. Na ayedin.
Education ministry Pierre line said,
I mean, we are not ya here. Era Kwasi Kwatin, Yamachion. Na hunambo kodie.
Yes, I don't patch on here.
Yede nyame ase yensusu ye ho ye eja we de ni abeto dwane se yese modi aban de about $2 million na ode kofa Ghana disuafo a ewo Ukraine edne mo ba Ghana mo bedu ya magia nkola na egu ho a mo mene nkola bi kura yate se bi kura so sanka mo tena ho kura kuna no kura nka ye sanko moyi mwate na adentina Ministry of Education any aban maja enkola na mobile ndi go because yete sanka mosemo ye hyehyeye na ebi kura betimi akotoa so Poland, Germany, ebi so betimi atoa so memu ni ade adem
menu ameda se de bia meka se asemba asemna so sada ya sebi enipa de beka na empenifo mutagbo bisa asembia ni ho a so sada ya ebia eyesekan na aba ana bibi ne de beka anu ya ne de beka enti broni free bibi sensationalism said wa asem de ba na asem no yaka na free asem na nkasa nyina so mu eno no na etia emwa emma asem na nkasa no intimi enhu the major challenge or ni enhu kwaya fa so assassin because at the end of the day you know, so, I'm just hearing it say yeah the $2 million I think that is for Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration but yeah Ministry of Education mo fani so buy say be bosumi intemuni roughly be bosumi intemuni na ense say e wo ho ne say be bosumi intemuni nye say obia ntu ho anamo we say na unu obia enini because one more conform no buy any nyina no enkomotwetwe bebre across especially from the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs end. Na sisia me no ka say yeah Ministry of Education for ye more on more complete database we have to work with. Na enye database ni nkwa no kra no na bia enkomo no gina. Me no ka say Minister for Education at the letters and I say why extend the invitation ama Ministry of Health because there were stakeholders bia one mo na say shia na one more adwendwe mo frey and I see Rian Mama Bay one more the way forward for them. But let me state emphatically say Abai and as Ministry of Education, you're very bent on integrating them into Ghana education system. I know they're marrying kind of clearly. But since I know, can say, and I'm why to know, said, yeah, a friend stakeholder consultative meeting. Na one more kahubiano, one more rubia plebiano. Every one na young kitchen common for choir. You fast integrate into the Ghana medical education system. I mean, we can't pretend.
Before say Obetrasono, so far school for do saying and the war so more records so.
I need to refer to that database. Say me need that database. I don't have that information of it. I need to refer to it.
Okay, but before say consultations near the because student body no feel ho buy nukes se kan ho edi o mani buy no money omo edin kita ho.
Meaning said the last engagement was with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. That is our last engagement. Now you see, now make us say, let's put it in that proper perspective. One more buy any one more arrival and getting one more affected students, their parents, getting all the stakeholders, to be able to even arrange a meeting. Say that is the whole point. Say it's not like say I say they have been in the system for some number of months and they have been neglected. Their integration obviously cannot be in a day. I think we should get that very clear. It is not as those who have been in integration in one sem. At least I can give you an update on and I'm more yet to with regards to one more integration. And then I make us say, Beno Kase, Kata Dibiako, Ministry of Health, say in here repo, Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, Ghana Health Service, Registrar Medical and Dental Council, Vice Chancellors, one of my years on Friday, University of Ghana, KNUST, UCC, UHAS, UDS, one more provost Seba, one more Dean of Medical School Seba, GTech, one more penny for Professor Sally Moba, Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, one more home, teaching hospitals in Ghana, one more our parents of affected students, student representative, and a scholarship secretariat. This very Friday, at the behest of the Minister for Education, Yeshia Omo, 10 a.m. Minister of Education. Now, in commoning in our entry plans are for the immediate integration of one more. I mean, we can't pretend say there is a problem. Say be uko school baby, and then let's be very real here. Ghana higher crown. If say will be a free school way, first and secondary school ground, or armed forces. Now, officer there is a process that involved. It's not like say we started here, now Bosumi and within a day, no way. There is a clear path. You have to take that route. In this case, we've not had such an instance before. Nobody has planned for war. Nobody has planned for all these unforeseen contingencies. And so your reaction will obviously be reactive. If your reaction is reactive, I'm not just saying you are not doing anything about it. And Amateur said, this is how far the Minister for Education has done. Sebi. But for a Minister for Education, Chiminka said, Wafre na enkwara emu 20 enko KNUST Medical School. Who is going to pay their bills? To do what? Who is going to fund the accommodation? Are there even vacancies there? What is so as I say, you don't just do it. You need to engage everybody that ought to be engaged, and that is what we are doing on Friday. So, that those invitations has earlier on been sent, so we can only presuppose that we are already in the process of integrating them. Nti abuha asemba abuha uti interviews ni bia toda oyem ti mesho kakra se
but don't you think say bia mo ye other things there, but some money students no enya nkita hudie twa so bia nka akomato yem because we bia no bi ho na say wonti omonka
individual students
no me can leadership of so, students no
busa omo say has there been any invitation extended to them on Musia Friday and because I mean when did the matter leave Ministry of Foreign Affairs that as we are in common within 1 month as Ministry of Foreign Affairs for one more say they have been for say properly handed over and I say yeah the more affected parents. Then all other conversation and you are dealing with the formal process. You have a Ministry of Education to come on board. This is our plans. This is what we are doing. You are self-reliance. Take it from there. Ministry of Education will also have to be a one more data verify. I feel you be a one more implementation and I say all stakeholders are one more will have to make the implementation of the integration process now to come to pass. I mean, let's be very honest to ourselves. Say, in the space of 1 month, in the
early days of the crisis, yet Germany for our fast students nibi anka ye programs no na I say it is similar communication about Poland. What has happened to that?
I don't have a briefing on any of them. What I know the enkomoya Friday and the minimum say students then common for plans are integrate to into Ghana. It's only medicine, doctor for acquire fast or integrate to into the Ghana medical education system. That is what minimum secretary and the Friday meeting, acquire the equity. Of course, minimum say is Shiana or other of say and Komochichi be and also call home about crime best in the air faso beyond Ghana and also be a quite do a baby. I'm sure those conversations will come up. And the student representative has been invited. Which one we now will be and SSB will be near Quatrans Aquajamobi, will be arguing church and then quite faso. If all those issues come up, say Friday they say we will be able to know the way forward.
All right. Question sir, I wouldn't know about assurance to our for any ATA because maybe no more honours and come to meet now cranker by now. We programs now. Assurance.
1 month. Anyway.
I mean, no, me just I been more honour. No, say we final part of their studies. Intina komu ye by now. And now me bisa say assurance or what? And intina me be say a nooks former president or if no Philip Bubiansa or no na and pay most of the news portals say quoting and say or can say most of the data or more their mamo and Nema I slow, so it's becoming like a mistake.
So in your case, say data or their mind, what does it mean? It only presupposes that there has been some engagement with them. And the fact that we receive your data, let's be very clear with ourselves. You receive your data, not just as Dexiniano, University of Ghana, Legon, UDS. I mean, even with the student, you know very well, said, University of Ghana. There are students who say some Petek. There are students who say, I mean, it's not that simplistic. And it's not like we'll be working on it. And sometimes people have from where we sit, people are to comments Libya. I mean, I know correct. Any power demand the boy to me, eh. Now say now, then they say because we do too. The way Papa they see one of whom they make sure say, Bibia Bako Jojo. And so that you admit that we requested your data. What I say? Within this space of 1 month here, you create homes and seminum you admit that such engagement has been going on. I don't know, said they also admit, but make sure say when education was 7 years, Obo only school or the 4 years, maybe you go the 6 years, maybe. Timrene Kona, I am saying, why they Abem.
All right.
Said they may be say, for no, any ban on, so I am saying they were, and then you could in the Kroma, you won't be paying. I feel I already uncle once a better than once a crano, untibu. But that is not how the Minister of Education, Dr. Duchu, operates.
All right.
When your main 5 days, so I should be as a parent, be as a no affected student will be left behind. No affected student will be affected. Now, who be any receive will say one more will be integrated into a Ghana medical education system.
Ora kwesi kwate medas minim so hinba be bisa bibia
I think so no. Kwesi da say
oh hinba be da say me chia pa
ye be sia o joint ho
I dey see sia da no be ba ba hu me ba wa ma
me ba na wo abako ti me be si wachi
yes wo fa fast any post one confirm into me and confirm.
Eh yeah, me that's it. So you have some up on why.
And yeah, that's an open.
All right, Kwasi Kwaten speaks for the Education Ministry on Oni and Didn't come on Wound to me 95.9.
Oh, you better say more.
95.9. Hey!
Bringing another friend on this stage tonight. How many of you love Calvis Hammond?
Want to be ready?
Make some joyful noise if you love Calvis Hammond. Give it up for Mr. Calvis Hammond.
From the rising of the sun till it's going down.
Want to be ready?
All the
95.9.
my Lord. His name is Jehovah Rapha, Jehovah Nisi, Jehovah Titkanu. The Lord my righteousness. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So lift up your hands and join me in this time of worship. Somebody give him worship.
Give him worship.
Give him praise now.
Want to be ready?
Come on and lift your hands up. Lift them up, reach it to the sky. And give him worship. Give him praise. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We give you worship. We give you praise now.
Want to be ready? 95.9.
Oh yeah. Away from the cares of this world, into that place where I find rest. I wanna be close to you, oh Lord. Far from the pressures of this world, into your pleasures evermore.
Want to be ready? 95.9.
I wanna be with you, Lord. Lord, the safest place that I could ever be is in the center of your will. All right, 12 minutes after 8. One to me 95.9 Movement TV on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Yenin Komo. Enra Supreme Court Asai Akasa. A section of the Ghanaian people thinks NDC for Asha that say Asabu Bia Hedanya Sembi Umbetam de Supreme Court. And ye buat obi to be us na de ben kwa no mu kwa de asem kwa no madi foi. Just to be close. Fortunately, lawyer Nana Sewa Champo Ewa. Enti odiebe rumpa. Yebaya asen of kakra. Nana kumia akwa suggest say nkebe boase benya Dr. Baumia Alan Tramatin ticket for 2024. I've been reading some commentary. A former chief of staff of the Republic of Ghana, Yera Kodyon Piani Ababekasa. How feasible is it? The center of your will. So long. Is it Ghana over Africa? Baby, on my attractive investment panel. Ghana better so 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Where everything is just
Staff ya behwe ya bato ya ba beto no. Atenya me aduma echira. Ekwa kosi Sunday wiebe. Na de obawe no awe. You be difference so no difference. Ewi anya nyina ya kan abom. Ye huru wo mo bawe ni kakra, ewi anya akrokrom ni nyina ya kan abom. Na afi ya tiesi form. Honorable George Dro na me hu na chepa. Honorable Martin.
Mijoso oneba
Na apom
nyame adom bibia kama.
Ede Nyankopon ase. Honorable George Dro, a former deputy agric minister, former MP, new Edubiase.
Usu hu mi ache. Uye no refi. Ko me hwe mu studio ha ya.
Akakakra.
Bibia no ache obuka chem zo unye yi.
Ye die ndi akakakra. Akakakra bi na yidi na ba.
Yo.
Say bibia e fine.
Papa.
If you so boko.
Oh, nyame adom.
Bia
ho ye.
Honorable Bala.
Yes sir.
Martin.
Yeah, yeah.
Abdulkumanov.
Yeah, we are here.
Bibia e fine hono. Bibia e fine. Bibia de di. Oh, okay. So like I saw the Mbeko Kenki joint view. Honorable George Dro am me call you. Is a bank and me nimba bia.
Atemu da nya ma nya butre.
Me fa u ba kwa no mabu me. O mutimi head de me twa me ho sa. Lawyer.
Ya medie.
Martin.
Ye nua.
Oh ye.
Nyame adom, odomankoma adom ene mompaibo.
Ti bibia e fine.
Kuremu twe. Din.
Oh, okay. Dr. Frank Bano. Bibia e fine. And now we're here, Madrid and Man City.
Oh, obvious. So when you say you Madrid.
Why no na muni ara Madrid no?
So when you what I'm talking about.
Minim Kaime.
Oh, when you sir.
Minim so Man United. Na ede na Manchester United need a Man City ni Madrid bobo I support Madrid.
Oh, obviously we have that kind of relationship and it's been there for long.
Abobi Carlo from Tumabulu.
No,
Man City ni Man United.
Ronaldo, David Beckham, so has been there between us and Madrid.
Oh, okay.
Obviously because Omogene 14 better than say the
Keku.
Aja.
Bibia fine.
Oh, Boko. Honorable na Mesiana no pay.
Won so hu na che ho.
Oh, honorable.
Eni ni pon hu honorable acha do.
Sana. Mesiana pa.
Okay. Ma me sure say fi honorable George Dro na nimusa. Yetiti ye ready say ene die wiase aye na anhwa. Na aduane ho be kwa atwe, aduane ho be yeden. Okay. Agric minister only ho de na so wo ho. Minimum committees bi ni ade bi ha. What did that so enti how ready are we Ghana? Say simple ye kwasa ati bi enu a. The 283 the bin sound to
You want about medawase na baby our question I go for be ehia pa because they be make say covid ne bae no and I ma me hu say o man panyin na adodan kwakufu ado obon ho modern pa if you say and challenge me na me true man say time covid ne ba na say health workers omni frontline workers no e ho de na me president nya because me ana me papa do no na so no na kam person de agric and any food related organizations in the frontline as an education minister of health for aba because when you covid and now when you malaria o yare ye prescription mawa a donor read in doctor and the first question was answer where did he it didn't say how go say frontline but here the crew back with there and no now himba the meeting my crisis should do and say this fourth republic since 92 abai bie ni ho a waba odisika dodo a share kuyayim eya agric e chena na adodan kwakufu ado no government nti waya de pa na tem bia se de a woka no agric no nani e dey e wo ho sisi e unzo ma ka kire mo se Ghana ye number say 6 for country obe university e wo Africa e di ntia emujo enema koboko if you say covid by from time ye lockdown e be in besinde our neighboring countries Nigeria the minimum America Nigeria Burkina Togo Benin omoba Ghana ha ebe feduane edeko omoba Ghana ha be feduane edeko General Danko Kufuor the oye and say also ekuafo no from 2017 or the program by an friend planting for food and jobs. Dr. Uzo Free Akuto na da no. The name say you must subsidy ma inputs. You can inputs are enema ekuafo no di adwuma. Eye seed eduaba omo di dua no. Ene fertilizer omo di omo adwuma no. Aban so in fact 2017 no now kuto bi anebo no aban famu 50%. A whole cano, no credits for 50%. And even the first year 2017, 50% no credit never found. Now, training now. 50% no half. What's the study of Quack or Juma? And Sana, no banner, we harvest here. I could hear fan. And the based on that, a my union the same, who a com, and I said, you are shorty. If the see a menoka say, Ubiani Ghana ha, I'll wait my catch them say. Okudum akotadiane bayire banche body moko den a obeka say onye bi the only challenge aye wo e bo no bi na e dey apege ne mu kakra na no so apege ne mu no e wo ne sunsun so Bruni free we say factors of production kuaye no obi be yikua uhia ne ma bi a de be ti said no buy wasase no be prepare asase no the tractor be plow ni sa ne manema nyina ene because be 4-5 months ago me car me use petrol na me turn 5 cedis 80 pesos per liter eno mi tobi 9 cedis 35 pesos e do hema fu ebo no adjompo akoso aye no aban ni ho asebiaka ontimi nye bibia ho edi kuani zo oye ni kua no we go high tractor dey plow we wa go tofu e dey na dwuma enti e ho no amane cost of production say nemo di dwuma no akosoro kakra. That's number 1. Number 2, se okọ asante achimawo ze ho na board headquarters na kunya board e ho na say 30 cities a wodi betu kema first driver no nso tofu e say dey mekan ye. It is not the 2 car no 5 cities and now we be 7 cities and I say 8 cities. In the body any first and achimago emrame du nkra ha no na move from 30 cities to about 40-45 thereabout. In the so number 2. Sa nieme na ma aduane board mo e epija no. Na sidan ka wura say Ghana kuafo nde. Omo awi ataso. Ena moa kakra aban de mo so o masene no. Adwuma ne de omgu so mo e omo ye. In that, I catch you say, be ni Ghana have because of production to unyebi. But these factors of production, ena I'm a bono a pijakakra. Lastly, who was as in the same what he said, and she share a ban she share from 2017 BBC and then 2022. You know, a ban unyim. She say I may know because this year fertilizers contracts are minister they are on contract to supply to farmers. Inorganic, you know. It's about 285,000 metric tons. And organic in here, 1 million liters. And we be see that. About because of crisis in about we are saying. Ukraine, Russia war yabe. Only our country supply 40% of the whole world fertilizer. It's inorganic. And the problem is by quickly. MP before the ministers near a man penny, a free plan B. I drink a say, I'm drink quickly. Now see a move from inorganic to organic, which is the liquid one. No, not a common. Now the challenge is a liquid no. Typical Ghanaian many once a yes, you move off you be ako bibi from yeah na your how kakra. Nipa house a fi hakwa. Indeed, the also say a quafono, and also ye no more cassa need train no more. Said the bear on me adopted liquid one. Ye dia bana ye di ba be hye inorganic na nan no enti enhyehyɛ aban ehyehyɛ dia boakuafo no ensesan enti ye be da omampanya ase wo anamontu a wotu efa akuaye ho enti sɛ omunya sa impusi ababobo di omudwuma na aduane sem going forward Ghana ye nya problem bia.
Dr. Frank Mano, you have been a strong advocate say omo kasa say Ukraine, Russia, and send some no in Yansu, so Kessia, Bigina, so I can't say no. Omunsa revise your nose, Bium. Maka say the World Organization keep on vindicating you. World Food Organization is said the air cost one, young prepare home food crisis. You bet my baby do some pension because baby I another one free banana some as one no. Oh dear, Yana, I love it because all the data no ebeba. The available data na suggest say baby aba be doing no. Aduane wasam bet my head no actually say.
You open me that say to say what kind of pepe na me say sanity na open you so carry to so. Na me say wo hwe data na to send last week me ti ha na make no. Wo hwa bibi ti say ye fan say wheat for example. Russia and Ukraine contributed about 30% of the world wheat production in terms of exports of wheat to the whole world. Now, final percentage now, 30 no crass, now finding numbers cried and it is now, out of this, so offer a year emerging economies. I am going to say a year, Amanamaya Afina once was sorry, so what person won't put to you know a costrona. A year sub Saharan Africa, I offer a year a free desert, Bawi, Egypt, Algeria, Tunisia, those countries now, from Arab countries in the now from the sub-Saharan Africa now. Do na a year, sir, Adriani, a year wheat time, a name say, and only a dear brodo, and once man as a panry, ye cry if you whenever. A beer monso, a bro, and a maize. A year, sir, or Miami, you know, more to contribute to 1/5 of global maize production. Into a bra, ye dino we are singing now, which makoma kunuma. Emu baako saa ɔman yi ɛna edua ebia mu nso ɛyɛ bibi te sɛ sunflower a meka no anano wa ha sunflower na emisi nyina nim sɛ yɛde yɛ enwo anwa a obia doctor for di tum sɛ ahodi wom te wɔ sɛ obia etumi de bi sunflower yɛ ade a Ukraine ɛyɛ more than half 80% of global production and supply of sunflower no Ukraine for enedua. Na saa sunflower we omudu so na yetoto atopa ye hini enti sa wo hwa da no me ma data bi say wo hwe Europe alone Ukraine supplies Europe 200,000 tons of sunflower a month per month bosone ba ko bia tons mako 200,000 and almost supply ko Europe aye de ya anwa enti wo hwa anwa ho asem abeye den na wo hwe video sami say ye hwe ne ade a there are so many countries especially in Germany and other countries sunflower oil no eho abeto ape se ofre ne yen kra ye wo anafo ha ye kra Ghana ha se ukodwom se ukobi se anwa sunflower no a enye so ya bi na sunflower anwa emi se ebo no kosro pa na mi se bi musulman South Africa experience no because that eho na me de me wo before in December ansana me beba me koto anwa yi bi 2 liters me turn the equivalent of 32 rand which is less than 15 cedis. And now Minuka say the same 2 liters is going for almost 100 rands, which is about 45 Ghana cedis. Yes, and we can check the facts is there. You can measure a grocery shop on any price and a crab or me Facebook or crab. And you know when you try send near a year 1 hour when the area to just say a someone said there's the likelihood say war no a toss of coswa. A di food crisis the ban no cre let us say na opani kan na meeting eye fertilizer chemical fertilizer you know chemical fertilizer the gas na gas ya utu fango a unya frum e fan say the byproduct dey now Russia oman ba ko a eba fertilizer ewiase nyina ye depend on it ye dua ye no buy ye nya do draw na free Russia aman ho na de ba. One, and now and to quite a cost into Yin say there has been sanctions on Russia. Just a Russia into me any a jack into no yade or share out of Russia. So, and a beer monsono, and any power and caught one production size near a day, 1 hour year, Juma, when you move the equa year, Jumano, do one so do never can a expatriates, or maybe or mainly because of a cornea dinner and air banning. Enti ama fertilizer imports imports and if you Russia eba Ghana for ye to be any ade yes you be egu no ba so aban koto na dia be ma akuafo no mo de adua o mo no ba na etumi aso aba bibre no so no sa fertilizer no so emma enti there has been a huge gap that has been created enti until say ye betumi enya a replacement for these gaps ya abe no emi se aduane ho nsɛm ne ɛboɔ ne deɛ ɛbɛkɔ soro kora akyɛn sɛnea yɛhunu no because obroni bɛka ne sɛ ɛyɛ simple demand and supply nti sɛ enipa dodoɔ no a yɛpɛ aduane no anaasɛ nnɔbaeɛ no yɛdɔɔso kyɛn nnɔbaeɛ a ɛyɛ available na ne sɛ ɛboɔ no kwaa na ɛyɛ den ɛkɔ soro nti sɛnea ɔpanyin no ka no ɛyɛ no korɛ sɛ wohwɛ available data no ne sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ yɛn nyinaa tumi bɔ mpaeɛ sɛ anim yaa no nea ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ Ukraine no broni bɛka ne sɛ ɔmanpanyin Putin nyankopɔn bɛtumi aka n'akoma na wasesa n'adwene sɛ ebia he wants to go to the negotiating table ne mu sɛ ɛtɔ so kɔ so asɛ ɔpɛ sɛ otumi edi Ukraine man no so deɛ a ɛne ɛde ɔhaw paa na ɛbɛbɛ wiase efiri sɛ te sɛ na meka ne nnuane no dodoɔ na wofa ne fertilizer di dua wofa aburo wofa wheat ne ade na sunflower ne nyinaa firi saa bea yi ɛna ɛɛba nti no cause a lot of disruptions na enya no nko a ebia mu nso na mo hyew ade ato ɛyɛ Russia so ndi no wo hwa Russia so are closing the borders ɛyɛ ni seas to a lot of these nations na saa seas ɛyɛ Baltic Sea ne ade ɛyɛ baabi a shape akɛse a yɛde so anuane so firi amanfoforo so ba Africa no ɛhɔ na nam
ɛkɔfa
Russia no so sɛ a wɔno so ato na promo nto ɔmpere ma shape bi a metwam wɔ hɔ enti no ɛyɛ logistical terms no nso no ɛno so akɔfa major hurdle aba enti shape ɔsɛn kɛ tumi di aduane no so kura bi a kakra o baabi no ɛfiri baabi ba no entumi ma ɛwɔ sɛ ɛpɛ ɛkwan foforo anaasɛ obroni ka sɛ ɛfind new routes na ɛkɔ anwanwan na sɛ ɛkɔ anwanwan so na sɛ kwan no waso deɛ na ɛkyerɛ sɛ ɛboa nka shape no de transport kakra na ɛwɔ hɔ no mpo no ɛno so bɛkɔ soro na no na me ma wo example bi last week sɛ over 2010 as at 31st March nanka ɛyɛ 40 feet container o shape as at 2020 nanka it cost so roughly $1,400 ɛyɛ as at 31st March 2022 me no kase no it is costing around $9,454 approximately $10,000 ade a cost $1,005 because of some of these constraints aba me say ye bu bibro na ye wa bibi man ye free say ebia emfa ye ho ene le de bia make can say we live in an interdependence world the air course will be fee no how if we say would you be fee obi obi so be fee ho enti the Ghana for so crack a crank yeso ye de a ye bia to say cocoa ni ade say de bi ko Ukraine bi ko Russia e mo so tome nye sika efim because of the same war no ntino sa revenue stream no crossing ke nya fi ho no eno so ablock enti say eso so Sunday bro ni be kan say e multifaceted e was say ye nyina etumi bom pae ni ye hope say ne e koso e wo Russia ni Ukraine man no no emi say enum ya no bibi betumi asi na enipa mienu ni nyina akọ negotiating table
lawyer Russia Ukraine China was it here and its impacts on the world today.
Me did say nano ame baye no yeti hu kakra e ma me ka say eto da bia e say o man Ghana ye hwe yensemu na sabio ye hwe se ne ye de yens nyoma be den e betutu yie na yetumi aye bibia na o man pani dada bia okofre no self-reliant kakra. If you say, okay, say,
oh, Papa,
thank you, Kwesi Champon. If you say, okay, say, oh, tnase, no abompaye. Say Russia Ukraine war nyame enka Putin akoma. I mean, those are laudable things to wish for. But at the same time, also, no, as you put your house in order. And the only way you can do that is to be self-reliant in food production. I'm glad to say, Oman Penny, former Agric. Deputy Agric Minister Krawaha, because or not the importance of being productive in terms of your food supply. So as I say, Ghana dear, asase dear, you want to bubruja. Ebu. Na ebe fifi. So as I say, entina sebio initiative bina or mine penny or tisui de baye planting for food and jobs. No, it was a very, very good thing, and so minim. The ecosi if you say yansada I'm feeling impact no but me no in terms of Russia Ukraine and your manual may the ne foreign baya ana one thing a chairman me say yen no ye hwe ya setena mu yie na yankase ye den ye self-reliant in food production especially because nyame ehrai adom yen ani asase a se ne wo ken wode bibia so form a ɛyɛ den eba enti ɛdeɛ biam na esi ekwan ɛden pa na esi ekwan giant mpaebɔ no fine fine you believe in prayer but at the end of the day prayer is not going to feed you nyankopɔn on feed your friend saying ɛsoro hɔ ana heaven ɛmɛfa mana no ɛnto w'anum so what you say wo bra ɔno ankasa ama wo akadeɛ bi a ɛsɛ fata sɛ wo ankasa yɛ den yɛ wadeɛ enti me deɛ Russia Ukraine no and no it's just another kokoko sebio nyankopɔn ɛbɔ yɛn say hey look sharp put your house in order do things to make yourself self-reliant Kwesi Champon preaching self-reliance in the 1970s and apparently at that time Operation Feed Yourself was one of the most successful agric policies and programs ever. So what you say? If we could do that then in the 70s, what stops us from doing it now? And indeed, say no senior and yoma ekeka kono. Wanya any na wala. Manuesi.
Bala. Enko fu mi asumu nyu. Yesu obi akoka be kan ye.
Russia for. Oh, say obi kase
fuel, food, everything.
I don't say ne on na ya waswada. War ya establish a war ho de. Russia ne Ukraine omoko de. The master watch area bi kura wo area. No ni cruise on to confront ahomacha bi sa no pa na wa no aduane. Ever ho kire ma. Sa da there be ever ho kire ma. So what you say? Wa wo fie. O ma me no papa de agufu anya sika. O ma me so ni sika. Enye kom na beba. Eti wo de eba e de bibiba. So what you say? The let's all accept. But every they say ye be share minister.
Yeah.
In fact, I admire him too much say. O kira se no mu a na makua ye no kura no wo a wo ti be kura na e akono. Je de minu aba e kan no. Obi ava de ho backyard garden ya emiri bi eba yi de eboa masa mi fie mi dua brode e ma mi twa brode na enwama ba mi yiri say the mosquito ba ene to kwa yes ah say mosquito ba fie ho
edi wa ja afo ni ye
master o yiri say bi pewe ya wona ko ya ba sa so adi ase ba mi de mi jitu mpa say e kompa de nsese ye tena ho e ma e kom time e betue and say etra ho say etra ho na kese yankasa no ya anya de de bigiri say Ghana fo ye ti asem na mesra minister say mri bi na de bia no nam no kan na say meeting ka che ye nyi wadi ye nyi wadi
o da su
o za agro no ye nyi ni padi ye nko retirement so aja say and ye agro de ye nyi ni padi te mesra say ne no ye man no ye man sa na mri papa ba so aja say emri papa party no
o se ba me lawyer kaza say planning for food and job the who so but obetimi a confirm to me say be since 2017 be seen there onko dwom so pe bi ata wanya bi da eye adwuma
first me say body ho aye den
banchi bibia ho the only difficulty in the price emu apija kakra no and my amount the analysis of the fuel impact and the cost of production but Ukraine there no e ba affect here kakra bi because fortunately for us yen inuane na yedi wa ha no foreign ones na e ba no yen se da ni ne kese so we are planning for food and job the major one of the major company was maize and maize is the only crop the whole Ghana would do baby and every tribe all Ghana ha e di maize aduane ye ko baby ko program na obi ba na so kokko assemblyman bi adi na me e dey na assemblyman o say e banku na me ada for assemblyman o say Ghana ha ba bia be ko bia we hu assemblyman ho we hu banku ho edi ye o say move from enuane bi ye di to they are available and as you say Ghana you need problem with production the only problem you want to say about Diane two items a financing and protection a processes no they say no be a program be or station be almost process soya bean. And he confirms that soya bean production has moved from 30,000 to about 250,000 metric tons. But a buyer now, India for be Turkish for be Burkina Faso abetoni nyina edeko. The problem you want to say, they need working capital. If you can buy no a processor no, so we process it 200,000 metric tons. Like what at least 150,000 metric tons. Eddie go, but that working capital no, we don't have, and now they don't have. So we're going forward. I think the government should step in. Now protection. Yes, so I say yeah, a dream may be a member and wine. See, I'm no casa somewhere. December you call tour. What's your call national tour? What you will form one na Nigeria for be bar farm gate to Mukuteska. Ebe top Bruno Diako. Which for be government are subsidized. Okay, can I say a member of ECOWAS in WTO what. A dream may be a Massa and Brandon Sanem and Mano independent as you say. It you see a prevent you from coming. What they call no for this year. No motodico. Data papa be a grand because me can say from 2006 up to first quarter of 2018, those time you near crab, plenty for food and buy a job we buy and I stop it. It you do any day but substitute said na law doctor can say heat in the or more about affect home Cassipa, Middle East for no and a techie say unko take a duani bien upon on count. Bagana ha, me made my trabe say 2 years got a mini panoda. Banku more by body or no, ye local food available. It ye know what, yeah, I did money and 1 day by a body. Fortunately for us, you only substitute all. It didn't shift kakra. Problem naba. It is shift kowa, there will be no problem. Production, you need problem. Problem war a protection you produce we are and say allow foreigners no in fact Burkina Faso team be for Brunei so be in the kugua be 3 months no matter they about back about we need working capital and protection yes say mo mbefa now more agree say so no agree kin komo edi we a business minded person be also business na aba no cuz say omo produce we are unya be 500,000 bia auto brew now so be in 2 months on our corner the price will move up to maybe double because November na to so be in 350 cities this year 550 be 600 so that
adenti
sana make say foreigners no edisika ba na typical Ghanaian who cash we a poultry farmer will be free 1 man will be free 100 bars. We are Debbie. Oh no, who's can now overturn? So we need to get working capital for business people, poultry farmers, and the processors. Now, so you are protected on one on Baba Fakono. Say, when you see a maize and soya bean, say, Mom Franco. But say your processors in your working capital, all this problem will solve. And the adrenaline idea is there. Is there. Price, you know, and also a born buy. But certain areas we are born by like the cost of transporting this animal. That one day the fuel no, and it is our problem there. So the end is fine.
Honorable Mwaka and Seminary, but person honorable boy make a cry with education say which need be yana.
The only place I would deal with a bay some small portion be north. And a whole baby udia cotton a cacrebi. Also, so him one. Yanko Bobo, we are saying, was a dog ate 2 none of where once. That is nature. It is a near man udia a baby. In fact, Nancy under PED planning for export and rural development. No, I don't access a north where would be a cashew a baby. So now, the cashew are corner for, said the president. I will say, yeah, quack lunch and a minister say,
a yenny rice.